is Sam. She fell in love with Conor.
I'm asexual. I don't have any sexual attraction. I could live without it.
And because their intimate life is unconventional, the pair have received backlash online.
They think I'm gonna cheat on Sam because I'm a man and men need sex, and men need sex constantly.
Asexuals will be the downfall of civilization. The chance of you guys growing old and staying faithful is almost zero. Being with you must be torture. What's the point of being with you then?
I am Connor. This is my girlfriend Sam, who is asexual.
I don't have any sexual attraction. I still have romantic attraction, but you know, sex is just off the table for us. It's not something that's really in our relationships. I realized I was asexual in middle school, so probably like 7th grade. And I know that's early on and like not everybody knows, but it just stuck, you know? Now I'm 22, I'm still asexual. It was right at the beginning of COVID.
Lockdown everywhere.
Yeah, so everybody was lonely. We had a mutual friend and she was like, oh, do you want to like come hang out and do a trunk party? And like the trunk party was when like everyone would be social distance and like all the cars would be in a circle.
Empty parking lot.
Yeah, so we'd all sit in our trunks and like talk. That's where we met each other. We met from a distance.
Within the first couple of times we saw each other, I was like, oh, well, she's very beautiful. I definitely had an interest in you. We kind of had a similar group of friends at the time, so we just kept hanging out.
I was attracted to him, honestly, after he kind of made it obvious. I feel like I'm a very like free person. I'd say I'm like unique, open-minded. He caught on to that very quickly.
Definitely.
I told him right when I felt like we were gonna actually be together. I wanted to make sure he knew that so he wasn't jumping into anything that he didn't want to be in.
I was definitely confused at first. It was definitely a journey on just kind of educating myself.
I wasn't really nervous because I've always just been like blatantly open with who I am, and if that's not for somebody, then they're not supposed to be in my life.
I would say our intimacy and sex life is definitely not what society deems as normal.
Not routine.
No. There will be times when we are physically intimate, and that's...
Third base.
Yeah.
Third base is like the line, I feel like, with us. Like that's like fine, I guess. We've been together for 4 years. We've tried whatever.
Experimented.
It works for us, you know, I'm not pushing my boundaries, he's not pushing my boundaries. It's not the forefront of our relationship, it's nowhere near a priority. It just brings us closer, it's what he feels is right in the relationship, and I'm okay with that. You know, not every asexual is going to do that, and that's okay. But usually it's very rare, once in a blue moon.
You don't do it because you are driven by a sexual desire.
I could live without it, like, for the rest of my life.
Exactly, yes.
I definitely feel like there's a societal pressure to be sexual in a relationship. Like people think that they can fix you, or like they'll still get with you thinking there's some other potential with you.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of societal pressure through media. I mean, the industry, for one of them. That was something that I struggled with a lot, and I knew a lot of people around me struggled with a lot. If you're consuming that so much, you begin to think that, oh, this is what a relationship is. This is how sex is supposed to be. And you know, this is what love is. When in reality, that couldn't really be farther from the truth. Being able to learn that I'm not dependent on that and not needing that. Sex does not mean your relationship. And the amount of sex you have does not equate to how much I'm in love with my partner. We've gotten comments and people saying to us, they think I'm gonna cheat on Sam because I'm a man and men need sex, and men need sex constantly.
I didn't go in depth about our relationship on TikTok or anything until I made that video like not that long ago with the Barbie sound. He's like, I thought I made so over tonight, and the Barbie's like, to do what? And there's just like crickets.
There's like crickets, and he's like, I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, because it was like a play on how they don't have sex. So I'm like, oh, well, that's perfect. I do get a little bit of hate online sometimes when I do happen to talk about it. So I get things like, so you're a robot. Asexuals will be the downfall of civilization, or wait until she finds a guy with a big
Implying that like I'm not adequate enough for you, even though you don't.
Yeah, or
like
that my asexuality isn't valid and it's gonna change,
yes.
Which it's not. The chance of you guys growing old and staying faithful is almost zero. Being with you must be torture. Asexuals must live very sad, unfulfilling lives. What's the point of being with you then?
That's just sad that they think that sex is the only thing that matters when being with someone or being in a relationship. That comment like, what's the point in being with you?
Yeah, just because they can't picture their lives without sex must mean mine's so horrible, or his relationship is so unfulfilling.
I'd say it's definitely made us stronger because we just keep on, we're living our lives, and I love you, you love me, and what we do is amazing and beautiful, and that's just how I like it. Our friend Cam will be coming over to reveal what he really thinks about our relationship.
5th grade, I met Conor, who was like my really good friend. And then he and I went to different middle schools. And then that middle school, I met Sam. And then Sam became my best friend. Probably around junior year of high school, I find out they're dating. That's kind of weird, but you know, it's like the coincidence of the world.
What did you think when I first revealed I was asexual?
I was confused because I didn't know what it was. And at the time, I guess I was still learning all that stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know how you can do that. I understand it more so now because it's been however many years.
It's almost like there's like a taboo around it, around everything that's like not, that fits the norm of
It's
society.
not mainstream, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You ever struggle with Sam's sexuality, Conor? Or?
It's never really been a challenge to me. It's just been different. It's been different than previous relationships of mine.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just think the main misconception is that like you can't have a happy, healthy relationship without sex. But I
Yeah.
feel like we've disproven that.
Sex to a lot of people is a big thing, but I mean, it's not everything for
Yeah.
everyone, you know? So it's like everyone has their own ideals in a relationship.
Everybody's valid.
I think it's a very healthy relationship, definitely one of the healthier ones I've seen.
Just wondering, would you be able to be with someone who's asexual?
I don't know. I've loved being physical in any sense, you know, it's a big part of a relationship to me, but if that's truly what they would desire, then I would, yeah.
Today we're going to be heading to the tattoo shop to give Connor a new tattoo.
Perks of having a girlfriend who's a tattoo artist. I mean,
That's probably the best benefit. I started learning how to tattoo a year ago. Sometimes I do practice on Connor. Whenever he has an idea, I'll just do it, or whatever I feel. I did my first tattoo on him, but those are some other ones on his arm that I've done. Our inspiration today is just nature, because that's what I tend to do the most, and that's what I tend to do the best. So we're just doing this little snail dude carrying an acorn. He's on a little mission, so he's cute.
Sam has changed my life in terms of just allowing me to open up and be free. Free in a way of expression, free in the way of love. My life would not be a fraction as happy and great as it would be today without her.
You made me believe in like love again, of course. Just for the past 4 years, you've been unconditionally wonderful. You're so accepting and open-minded and very kind. I feel like our relationship works because we're so open and communicative with each other, and nothing's off limits, even the tough conversations. All right, you're done. Check it out.
Look at that. It's amazing.
I'm glad you like it.
I really
I
love
think you came out cute. People who judge our relationship, I feel like they just need to open their mind a little more, get out, talk to more people, and see that not every relationship is heteronormative. Things can be different, and the love is still ever growing.
It's never too late to try and be better and to try and be more accepting.